Celtic have dominated long spells of Scottish football since their inception in 1888, with a remarkable history of success, winning 9 successive titles on 2 occasions in 51 championship triumphs. Their zenith was in 1967 when they became the first British club to win the European Cup, beating Inter Milan. They lost the 1970 final and also reached the semis in 1972 and 1974. Celtic lost the 2003 UEFA Cup Final to Porto. A club like no other. Now let's talk about the run-in of this year's league. Postecoglou said, "For us, in the run-in, once we have Kyogo fit and ready to go, having that depth is going to help us. Kyogo and Giako are different types of striker, but they both have the characteristics we need." The Celtic gaffer is refusing to rule out his team's talismanic striker, who became a massive hit with the supporters shortly after his £4.6 million arrival from Vissel Kobe in late July, firing in a hat-trick in a 6-0 romp against Dundee, on his first appearance in the East End of Glasgow. Greek hitman Giakoumakis has taken over Kyogo's attack leader mantle and collected 11 goals this year, including 2 hat-tricks against the Dens Park outfit and Ross County at Parkhead in the past 35 days. Postecoglou is not giving any indication he will be able to team up his international frontmen anytime soon, but he does admit he believes both have an important role to play in the critical last 7 league games of the campaign, with the Hoops leading by 3 points, and due to play the 3rd Glasgow derby of the season at Ibrox a week today. Bring on the Sevco. The Celtic boss said, "I always knew that we'd need depth and these different types of players. The whole idea was to try and build a squad that was going to be robust and flexible, to face the different challenges we have." The Glasgow Celtic team boss has resolutely refused to put a timeline on the return of Kyogo, but the pacey raider has been spotted going through training routines at Lennox Town, and there have been claims he could be on the verge of a welcome comeback. Celtic striker Giakoumakis could have gone into his shell and crumbled under the pressure. After an inconspicuous start to his Celtic career, the Greek striker's late missed penalty against Livingston in October cost his side more Premiership points. And at that point, lesser men might have hidden. But Ange Postecoglou knew from the minute he met Giakoumakis that he was made of sterner stuff. When the Celtic gaffer signed him from lowly Dutch club VVV Venlo last summer, no one in Glasgow's East End had heard of him. And despite topping the scoring charts, Postecoglou admits he was taking a punt on a 26-year-old who had previously been shipped out by AEK Athens. Fast forward 5 months from his spot kick howler against Livy, and Giakoumakis is now a fan's favourite. He's the penalty box poacher they've craved, and after netting a hat-trick against Ross County last week, Celtic manager Postecoglou appears to be getting the best out of him. That resulted in a recall to the Greece national squad after impressing boss Gus Poyet. Postecoglou has revealed why he opted to chase Giakoumakis in the summer. He said, "Sometimes in football these things are about timing and opportunity. People forget that we had to be pretty creative with how we brought players in last summer. It wasn't a matter of going out there and spending money. We knew we had to do a lot of recruitment in one window. We had to look far and wide to get value for us and also ensure the players would fit into our system." Giorgos had a great season in Holland last year, and that brought him to the attention of a lot of clubs, not just us. From our perspective, when I looked at him, the type of player he was, and then spoke to him and realized the type of person he was too, I thought he'd be a good fit for us. And it has worked out well for him so far. He had a disrupted time in the first few years of his professional career. Sometimes when that happens, it just means they blossom a bit later and hit their peak later on. One thing for sure is, Celtic go into the game against the Zombies next week in a good place. Win, lose or draw will be. And on that note, have a great day, Celtic fans.
Lit. Roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the party.